how would they ask a minister, so how much is the coastal road? And then you're dancing around, going to say, no, next kilometer is different from next kilometer. Yeah, what is the average cost?
Hello, small world in Nigeria. Because of the argument between David Umahi and Rufai, some people were there, everybody states they want protest against Rufai. It not be fake news, so as you can see, Umahi versus Rufai. Ebonyi indigenous reject protest against Arise TV anchor. Because of this argument, listen to this video.
And I insist on my question when I ask on cost. Let me address you. Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I will be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure, so I was right on that point. The second point,
because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
you don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
To tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So please,
I'm professor in practice. I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me,
you have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask.
So you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop.
Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak, the other 100 kilometers that you said you've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right? How many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback moratorium of that loan? You answer the question. How has the loan been spent? What's the cost per kilometer of these new 100 kilometers? How much is it going to cost? And how has the cost been spent?
All right, Minister Umahi, you have the floor now to please respond to the questions that have been posed to you.
Okay. Number one, this guy makes me, it makes me, to laugh, at a very high level of ignorance. I was in Edo State and I said, listen, the president has directed, 100 kilometers of the coastal highway to pass through Edo State. And this man is asking me how much per kilometer. This 100 kilometers has not been designed. There has not been a soil report on it. And so why are you asking me, is it to name a child or to do a birthday for a child that is still in the belly of a mother? That's what he said. So, and he's doing it, what is the cost per kilometer? What is the cost per kilometer? Listen, in this kind of project, you are not dealing with a cost per kilometer. You can't say this is an average cost per kilometer. So I'm teaching you English now. You can talk about an average cost per kilometer because every 1 kilometer is different in cost from the other kilometer. So you can talk about average cost per kilometer. Now, Rufai, that project has not been designed. The soil report is not out. That process is ongoing. And when that is done, the ministry will do their own, evaluation. We now go to BPP and ask for selective tendering of the project. And when people have tendered, then we will now evaluate and send back to BPP. BPP will now evaluate and we send back to Federal Executive Council. It is at the end of Federal Executive Council approval that we'll be able to say this project is costing this amount and the average cost is this amount. Did I answer you?
Okay, so you have not designed that project, yes. What about the cost per kilometer of the one you have done thus far? Can you also tell us the details of the cost per kilometer? And the over 700 billion Dutch bank loan, can you also tell us more about that? Has that loan been used? What part of that loan have been used? And what are the terms of that loan?
Yes, these are elementary questions. And, it makes no sense. A process is ongoing. Payments is being made, and you are saying, how has this money been utilized? The money is meant for the project, and the money will be paid according to work done. When a certificate is generated, and that certificate, is approved, through a process in Ministry of Works, and then it will be given to the funders, and the funders will come and they will check, is this work done? And if it is done, they will release the foreign component of that loan. That is the process. And if I have to continue to teach Rufai this profession, then there must be payment for it. Because it's darkening counsel without knowledge.
So the cost per kilometer of the work done thus far, Minister Umahi.
The reason why we are asking is that we are speaking on behalf of the Nigerian people, so it's not necessarily to one person.
On that note,
you're not answering the cost per kilometer question. It's just a shame.
Abati, tell this man that cost per kilometer of road that the section completed. There's nothing like that. In the road project construction, you may finish a pavement, you have not done the drainage. You may finish drainage, you have not done the solar light. So there's nothing like cost per kilometer until it is fully finished before you can know. And the Rufai, the word is average cost, not cost per kilometer. Average cost. Next time, try and use it.
As you can see, this is Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Now the budget, the money where they spend for year, now Rufai talk say make Umahi account for. Tell Nigeria say this is the amount what we don't spend. Now like this we dey spend the money. After all, now una money, now loan where una go pay. This TV station, Nigerians are watching you. Tell them how much you don't spend. What is the cost per kilometer? Cost per kilometer. Umahi talk say no. Don't say cost per kilometer. The right word is average cost per kilometer. So what is the difference between these two? Make I explain. Let's go back here. As you can see in this place, assume we are talking about speed. If you are asked to calculate speed, that is elementary. But if you are asked to calculate average speed, the person that is asking you to calculate average speed, I'm talking about physics now, the person has knowledge of what he's talking about. For instance, I started my journey from here, going to this place. You agree with me? As I match my accelerator, the turtle, maybe here, I was 20 kilometers per hour. I was running somewhere here at 40 kilometers per hour. I was running somewhere here at 80 kilometers per hour. Here, 10 kilometers per hour before I arrived. As you can see, the speed was not constant throughout this journey. I go run sometime, I go slow down, I go see traffic, I go wait. At the end of the day, what you ask me to calculate here is the average speed. Unless I only use one speed, a constant speed, say 40 kilometers per hour continuously. Okay? So average is better. What I need to do, you calculate the time it took me to move from here to this place. You can say it was 10 hours. How many kilometers altogether? Say 100 kilometers. So to get the average speed now, you simply say the total kilometer all over the hour. That is the total distance over the time I spent to cover the distance. The total distance. But how long did it take you to move from here to this place? If I divide now, I will have 10 kilometers per the hour. You understand, right? This is the average speed. Average. So David Umahi is correct to say, don't ask me about cost per kilometer. Because why we are doing here to this place, we will spend 10 billion, for instance. Maybe here because of water, surfacing, so many things, we spent 12 billion, another kilometer. Okay? Maybe here we only spent 8 billion. Maybe here we only spent 2 billion. So don't ask me what is the cost per kilometer, but average cost per kilometer. Now, David Umahi, what is the average cost per kilometer?
In the road project construction, you may finish a pavement, you have not done the drainage. You may finish drainage, you have not done the solar light. So there's nothing like cost per kilometer until it is fully finished before you can know.
The question be say, what do you use for the budget? Now just the work as you go. We'll go back to the notes. Now, it can answer the one when they propose the extra 100 kilometer. How much? Indirectly, what is the budget? You say, what do they talk? Something when they never born. Okay. Rufai can say, what of the one we wanna don't do? Are you saying as they work, you they pay? You they work, you they pay? No budgeting? That one a village method now. Now no get project manager. So what you want to do the budgeting? So the money just they one big bag like that. And just they pay. If the money finish, now go pour more money. And not do budgeting. Now they understand so? This country. Low usage because the money na loaning. Say no talk that one. When we finish, people where they finance will go check. Okay, they go release money. Just like that. So now 10 billion. 100 billion. No budgeting. Oh. Condition of the loan repayment. These were the questions. Umahi said only after total completion. When they don't finish work. Now you go know. Una don't hear that one before? Maybe I don't know. Construction experts, engineers, una don't hear that one before? But una listen to the governor of Oyo State, Makinde.
It was awarded for 10 billion naira, 65 kilometers at that particular time. It's a very simple translation. 65 divided by 10 billion, that's something like 153 million a kilometer. How would they ask a minister, so how much is the coastal road? And then you're dancing around, going to say, no, next kilometer is different from next kilometer. Yeah, what is the average cost? When we did Oyo to, it said it was about 9.9, almost 10 billion. I was about, this time around, 34 or 35 kilometers. Average cost 238 million per kilometer. When we did Oyo, no, it's saying to Ogbomoso, 76 kilometers, was about 43 billion. Average cost almost 500 and something, maybe 500 million per kilometer. And we have 2 bridges, one over Ogun River and then one at Ogbomoso end. So it's nothing, and there's nothing in.
Una don't hear that so. The man provoke. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who don't know average cost per kilometer? The one we don't finish said, tell us. You see, corruption. Nigeria, na say go grow? No. So there was no budget. If it's pay as you do, is the fund unlimited? Na money, na water, just dey work anyhow. You no go do budget. You no know how much you go spend. We are saying, add everything together. The money wey you don spend, divide by the kilometer. Whether you spend 2 billion here, 8 billion here, whatever billion here, you go know now. You say, no. This one, it pass us. We don't know until we finish everything. So what did you use to plan the project? Wait till you go take borrow the money. The 15 trillion. How you take arrive at 15 trillion? When they talk that time. In Nigeria, if you don't pay tax, the government will come after you. You know what it is? They will ask you, how did you make this money? You go explain the profit, principal, and the expenses. They will come ask you, for the profit, why you no pay tax? That is what? Accountability. They want you to be accountable to them. If they arrest you, they are demanding accountability, responsibility. For the other side, when you ask them simple question like this, how was the loan spent? They call it insult. It's like, who is this that's talking to me? And where you are, now our money make you sit down for them. Now people, they pay the tax. Now you can't make you God for Western world. Because now the citizens employ you. Go they accountable to them. For Nigeria, it's like, not be we employ them because they know how they won their election. If actually now Nigerians they vote for these people, I don't know how to put that. Now we they vote for them. They go they humble, they answer our question. They go they pet us. They go they call us daddy, brother. But because of the way the country is, what is the difference between the Nigerian government and the colonial master? Because colonial master now guns, killing, intimidation, arrest, torture. Now the thing they rule now. You know if you ask the question, they are lords. But this is democracy. The government or a minister is not behaving like a colonial master. What do you not think? Again, if you cannot give average cost per kilometer, you say until you finish the job. How did you calculate the total cost in the budget when you get the loan? You said you can only know the average after the project is finished. So what cost figure did you use to start the work? That is like saying we know the price after we finish shopping. After we finish buying, budget, money and water. Again, let me join Rufai to ask. Give us the condition of the loan. What is the interest rate? What is the payback time? Who signed the agreement? Now this question, Rufai, they ask. So, we dey ask again. Nigeria taxpayers want to know because now they go pay this money. Source of repayment from taxpayers, abi? Therefore, taxpayers have the right to know. It is not the minister's own money, not from his bank account. Even the loan, now Nigerians, go see pay am. Na Nigeria's money. Na they go deduct take pay the loan. As you say you now you dey drop 2 million from your tax. That one drop 50 million, 5 million, 8 million, 100,000, 50,000. Na Nigerians, how una dey use the money? Say no insult. When you talk say until completion, we no fit know the cost. You no plan to be transparent. See am so? Una go say hold them accountable. How you wan hold this type of people accountable? Even Rufai, where they hold them accountable, they try to drill them, get answer from them. People wan protest against that. Say Nigerians, people, data boys, attackers, no be say they go the same market too. As they affect them, they affect everybody. See the point now? Questions for you. Can a contractor start a project without knowing the unique cost? I want to know. A contractor go start a project, you no go know how much you go spend. They do like that. I don't understand. Can a citizen get a loan, for instance, from a bank without stating how he go use the money? Say, give me loan. No ask me what I always do. They do like that. Why is it okay for the government to do what the citizens cannot do? Now question. I beg, let me drop out of comment section if you get the answer. Finally, if citizens are accountable to the government, then the government must be accountable to the citizens. Nigerians are not slaves, not to know. Otherwise, it becomes a modern type of slavery where you pay tax but cannot question how it is used. So, don't feel lord over the person who pays back the loan. The person wey go pay back the loan, not to say you be lord over that person unless you say you are not exempted. Nigerians that are asking two more questions for today don't pay tax, don't contribute towards the development of the country. The data boys, the supporters, the protesters against Rufai are cold. Only una go dey pay the tax. The others cannot be watching. But you say they go pay, but they no go fit ask. They whine abi. What do you think? Make a drop off a comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.